so excited. So here's our beautiful book. In fact, beautiful is in the title. So we are reading a book called Maybe Something Beautiful. Can you repeat that after me? Ready? Maybe Something Beautiful. So this was written by Isabel Campoy and Theresa Howell, but it was illustrated by Rafael López. And guess what? We have a guest reader today, Mrs. Aguirre. And she's going to read the book in Spanish while I read the book in English. I'm super excited. So, what are we going to learn about? We're going to have the same lesson that we learned last week with the book Eraser. So, we're going to learn about what theme is. What do our vocabulary words mean? So, let's pay attention as we're reading to what the theme is, which basically, theme is something that the story tries to teach the reader. What message is the story telling us? So, you will get some hints based on some of the words I picked for our vocabulary words. Those are words that you might not know in the book. So I'm going to give you the definition and we're going to look for them as we're reading today. All right, scurried. So, scurried means to move quickly with small, short steps. So that lady looks like she's taking big steps, but it actually is to move quickly with small, short steps. So, for example, me, Miss Winakur scurried across the room to deliver the mail to the postman before he drove away. Our next word is sparkling. Do you guys notice that picture? So, shining brightly with flashing lights. So, we're going to see the word sparkling in our story today. And I'm not sure if you've noticed, I haven't really talked about what our story is about yet. That's because I'm going to wait until we're with our guest reader, Miss Aguirre. All right, gloom. I want you guys to look at the back of this picture. What do you notice about it? Can you pause our video right now and think, what do you notice about this picture? Or even the picture in our slideshow. What do you notice? So if you look under the word gloom, there's our definition. It says partial or total darkness. So do you see this? Look at the back. This is the back of our book. Look at the front of our book. What do you notice in our main character's hands? What is she holding? You will find out. But gloom, just pay attention because gloom is the setting. It's going to look, this is going to be our setting in our story, which is where the story takes place. And our story takes place in a gloomy town that has no color. So, mural. This word is so important to this book because a mural is a painting or other work of art that's executed. That means that it's done completely on a wall. So if you look at the picture on our slideshow, you can see a beautiful picture. I see a road and people picking up trash, and I see plants growing. And a person who designed that piece of artwork on the wall is called a muralist. Can you say that? Muralist. So, muralist is a person who designs a work of art that is on a wall. They design a mural, which is the actual painting, or it could be a sculpture, or anything that's done directly on the wall. So, I think we're ready to go. So, as we're reading, I want you to pay attention. There's a theme. What is the author trying to tell you? Like, what lesson is to be learned from this book? And we will see, because look at the title, Maybe Something Beautiful. That's going to give us a clue as to what we're going to be looking for today. But let's get started. I'm going to switch on from the slideshow to our recording so that we can start reading Maybe Something Beautiful. Miss Aguirre will start after me when I read the English page, and then she'll read the Spanish page. So let's get started.
Got it.
All right, let's get started. So we're going to be reading Maybe Something Beautiful, written by Isabel Campoy and Theresa Howell, and illustrated by Rafael López.
Vamos a leer Quizás Algo Hermoso, escrito por Isabel Campoy y Theresa Howell, y ilustrado por Rafael López.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is our guest reader today, Miss Aguirre.
Hi, everybody. Hola a todos.
Again, this is Miss Winakur and Miss Aguirre, and we're reading Maybe Something Beautiful. Oh, and I want you to notice it says how art transformed a neighborhood.
Queremos que noten que dice como el arte transformó un barrio.
In the heart of a gray city, there lived a little girl who loved to doodle, draw, color, and paint. Every time she saw a piece of paper, Mira thought to herself, maybe. And because of this, her room was filled with color and her heart was filled with joy.
En el corazón de una ciudad gris vivía una niña a la que le gustaba garabatear, dibujar, colorear y pintar. Cada vez que veía un papel en blanco, Mira pensaba, quizás, y por eso su cuarto estuvo lleno de color y su corazón repleto de alegría.
So I want you guys to pay attention to the pictures in this page and look at, there's no color, but when you look at Mira's bedroom, what do you see?
Queremos que noten que en los dibujos de las páginas no hay nada de color, quizás menos en el cuarto de Mira.
On her way to school one day, Mira gave a round apple to Mr. Henry, the owner of the shop down the street. She gave a flower to Miss López, the lady with the sparkling eye.
Un día de camino a la escuela, Mira le dio una manzana redonda al señor Henry, el dueño de la tienda al final de la calle. Le dio una flor a la señorita López, la mujer de los ojos brillantes.
She gave a songbird to Mr. Sachs and a red heart to the policeman who walked up and down the streets. On her way home, Mira taped a glowing sun on the wall, hiding in the shadows. Her city was less gray, but not too much. I want you guys to pay attention. Look at the city's colors. What do you notice? I want you to pause after Miss Aguirre reads. And what do you notice about the city?
Le dio un pájaro cantor al señor Sachs y un corazón rojo al policía, que caminaba las calles de arriba y abajo. De camino a casa, Mira pegó en la pared un sol radiante para tapar las sombras. Su ciudad era un poco menos gris, pero no mucho. Miss Winakur quieren que noten los colores en las páginas. ¿Qué notan?
All right, so go ahead and pause.
Hay que pausar y notar lo que está pasando en las páginas.
Okay, so if you noticed, the colors were gloomy, that's one of our vocabulary words, dark, gray, black. That's what gloomy means.
La palabra de vocabulario gloomy significa como nubloso, gris, negro, y queremos que noten que las pinturas en las páginas están cambiando.
Well, and I also want you to pay attention to our character, Mira. What is she thinking right now? She's looking outside of her window and seeing no color, but she's doing all of this artwork and she's passing out to all these people in the neighborhood.
Mira, notó que su ciudad era nubloso, era gris y negro, y ella quiso hacer arte para poder cambiar eso en su comunidad.
The next day, Mira saw a man with a pocket full of paintbrushes. He gazed up on the wall, he looked at the sun, he held his fingers up in a square and peered through them. He said thoughtfully. What do you see? Mira asked. Maybe something beautiful, the man replied.
Al día siguiente, Mira vio a un hombre con un bolsillo lleno de pinceles. Estaba contemplando la pared. Miraba su sol, formando un cuadrado con los dedos. Miraba detenidamente entre ellos. Dijo pensativo. ¿Qué ve? Preguntó Mira. Quizás algo hermoso, contestó el hombre.
Okay, so right now we're objective is theme. So we're trying to think about what is the author's message. What is he trying to tell us?
Nuestro objetivo es tema. ¿Ustedes qué creen que el autor nos está tratando de decir? O digo, la autora. ¿Qué nos quiere decir la autora con su mensaje en este libro?
Ooh, I love when authors draw pictures like this because it makes me want to pay attention to the actual illustrations. Look how beautiful. So that then, just like that, he dripped a paint or brush in the paint. Bam! Pow! Do you guys remember what those are called? If you guys remember from a couple weeks ago, they're called onomatopoeia. Can you say onomatopoeia? Those are words that have actions like bam, pow. So he's taking his paintbrush and going bam, pow. The shadows scurried away. Sky blue cut through the gloom. The man's laughter was like a rainbow spreading through the sky.
A Miss Winakur le encanta que los autores hacen esto con sus ilustraciones porque las pinturas son bien hermosas. Entonces, de repente mojó su pincel en pintura. ¡Bam! ¡Pam! Las sombras se escabulleron. Un cielo azul apareció borrando las tristezas. La risa del hombre era como un arco iris, esparciéndose a través del cielo.
Who are you? Mira asked. I'm an artist. He said, a muralist. I paint on walls. I'm an artist too, she told him. He handed Mira a brush. Then come on.
¿Quién eres? Preguntó Mira. Soy un artista, dijo. Soy muralista. Pinto en las paredes. Yo también soy una artista, le dijo ella. El hombre le ofreció a Mira un pincel. Entonces, vamos.
You guys notice Mira's face? That's called curious. She's wondering, what is this muralist? That's one of our vocabulary words. He paints on walls. He's an artist who paints on walls. What's going to happen next?
¿Notan la carita de Mira? Está curiosa. No sabe lo que va a hacer el señor que es muralista. Él pinta en las paredes. A ver qué van a hacer.
I want to go back a couple of pages because I want to show you something I noticed. On the first page, do you guys see the sun? Right now you see gray, black, brown colors of the gloomy town. How do you think the sun feels right now? Sad?
True. Miss Winakur quiere que noten los colores en la ilustración de aquí. Los colores son blancos, negros, gris, cafés. ¿Cómo crees que se siente el sol?
Because now, look at the sun. Oh, my cover came off. That's okay. Look at the sun. How would you describe the sun's look? Just by base, or how do you think the sun feels, or what do you think the sun's thinking?
Y ahora en esta página, mira el sol. ¿Qué crees que está pensando? ¿Qué crees que está sintiendo? Ahora que hay color en la comunidad.
Mira dipped in the loudest color she saw. Yahweh! The wall lit up like a sunshine. So right now, that's a figurative language. That's the way the author uses words to create meaning. So right now, the wall lit up like a sun. When you think of the sun, it's nice and bright. So look at the wall. How would you describe it? Pause. All right, if you said the wall was bright, like the sun, you are correct. So that's how the wall is lit up, like a sun.
Mira mojó su pincel en el color más vivo. ¡Yui! La pared se iluminó como un amanecer. Eso es lenguaje figurativo. Ella dice que ya el pared parece como si subió el sol al cielo.
As the man drew pictures on the bricks, Mira added color, punch, and pizzazz. Soon Mr. Jacks joined in, then the others came. Everyone painted to the rhythm. Salsa, merengue, bebop.
Mientras el hombre dibujaba figuras en los ladrillos, Mira les añadía color, fuerza, chispa. Muy pronto se les unió el señor Sachs. Luego llegaron otros. Todos pintaban al ritmo de la música, como salsa y merengue y jazz.
They called bebop jazz. Oh, okay. When I think of bebop, I think of like 50s dancing like at the sock hop. When I think of jazz, I think of, trumpet, or not trombone, but like little saxophone and a piano.
Yeah, translations aren't always accurate between Spanish and English.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my goodness, look at everybody dancing. Even Mira's mama painted and danced the cha-cha-cha. The whole neighborhood became a giant block party until...
Hasta la mamá de Mira pintaba y bailaba el cha-cha-cha. El barrio entero se convirtió en una gigante fiesta. Hasta que...
The policeman walked up. "Excuse me," he said. The music stopped. Mira put her paintbrush down. They were surely in trouble. The officer cleared his throat and then paused. "May I paint with you?" he said. So Mira handed him a paintbrush and the music started again.
Se acercó el policía. Oigan, dijo. La música paró. Mira dejó su pincel. Seguro que estaban metidos en un lío. El agente se aclaró la voz. Hizo una pausa. ¿Podría pintar con ustedes?, preguntó. Mira le ofreció un pincel y volvió a escucharse la música.
Teachers and papas jumped in, babies too. Mira and the man handed out brush after brush. When I say the man, that's the man with the paintbrushes. Color spread throughout the streets, and so did joy.
Maestros y padres se reunieron al grupo, incluso bebés. Mira y el hombre les fueron dando pinceles tras pinceles. El color se extendió por las calles y también la alegría.
Oh, another page. These pages get me so excited. Whenever Mira and the man went, art followed like a string on a kite. After they colored the walls, they painted utility boxes and benches. They decorated sidewalks with poetry and shine, and everybody danced. Together, they created something more beautiful than they had ever imagined.
Donde quiera que iban, Mira y el hombre, el arte los seguía como la cuerda de una cometa. Y cuando acabaron de pintar las paredes, pintaron las cajas de electricidad y los bancos donde se sentaba la gente. Decoraron las acercas con poesía y luz. Y todos bailaron. Juntos habían creado algo más hermoso de lo que jamás imaginaron.
When their clothes were splattered with a million colors, everyone sat down to rest, except the muralist. Remember, a muralist is an artist who paints on walls. His eyes sparkled. "You, my friends, are all artists," he told them. He smiled wide and then pulled everything together in big sweeping motions. His paintbrush was like a magic wand.
Cuando se habían salpicado la ropa con 1,000,000 de colores, todos se sentaron a descansar, excepto el muralista. Sus ojos resplandecían. Ustedes, amigos míos, todos son artistas, les dijo. El mundo es un lienzo. Sonrió y luego unió todos los dibujos con grandes trazos. Su pincel era como una varita mágica.
When he was finished, Mira added one more bird, way up in the sky. Maybe, she thought, just maybe.
Cuando terminó, Mira añadió, un pájaro más, allá arriba en el cielo. Quizás, pensó, simplemente quizás.
So that brings us to the end of our story. But I just want you to recognize that if you have something that you're passionate about and get excited, for example, Mira wanted to paint the whole town, and she made it happen. So our lesson in this story is if you feel like you need to make your community even better, then go out there and take risks and take chances, because you can end up with something so beautiful. And I want you to also pay attention. The characters in this story changed their mindset. They were sad and had no color in their life. And by the end of the story, with the help of the artist or the muralist who paints walls, she was able to change the attitude of her whole community.
Miss Winakur contó que la lección de este cuento es que si tienes pasión para alguna cosa, como hacer tu comunidad más hermosa, como mira, tú puedes hacer lo que te apasiona, algo que nadie más imagina.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Muchas gracias por unirse con nosotros y por leer este cuento.